Hello and welcome to another edition of the panel head-to-head on Gambling.com. It's myself, Dean Ryan. Nolan is here.
Hello, Dino. How are you, buddy?
Good. We're getting through this. Well, it's not quite a marathon, is it? It's one day less than the Cheltenham Festival, but we're at Aintree for the mini marathon, and we've reached Saturday. Now, at this point, hopefully you're all having a very good extended 3 days of action from Aintree. It is the big one, of course. The Grand National is on this card. Do watch our runner-by-runner guide on this channel, of course, where me and Damo went through every single horse in the race. So we might keep the Grand National section of this show pretty short. We're not going to take our time and go through every runner or every fancy, but we'll definitely give you our likeliest winner. Let's kick on with the 120, the first race on Saturday's card, and it's a big handicap hurdle to get us underway. Damo, anyone who watched us at Cheltenham knows you like Jericho de Repene. Going to be the market leader for this. Are you sticking with the Jericho?
No. If he drifts a bit, I might. That was a tough run now, as in he got the Daddy the Great, couldn't get by him 2.5 weeks ago. I don't know. I find it hard to follow up. I'm looking forward to seeing a few of the handicappers now over the next while. By Saturday, this could change, but just at the moment, the horses that ran at Cheltenham today, they are running terribly, but the ones that aren't are clearly, holding a bit more there. So no, but the one I do like is Deep Cave at 40-1. This is a talented horse who at one point in 2023 was only about 4 lengths behind Good Land in the Grade 1 of the DRF. Trained by Henry de Bromhead. Weirdly was sold to France, won twice, and has seemed to gone to Christian Williams since at a bit of a bargain. So it could well be something wrong there. But 2 runs ago at Windsor, last time got stuck in the mud at Sandown. You just have to forgive that. Sandown heavy is an awful heavy. Horses just really collapsed there. But 2 runs back at Windsor, absolutely screaming run, pushed the button in second. He ran a great race at Cheltenham. He was fourth in the Martin Pipe. He's just kind of finding himself. Also, wouldn't be beyond Christian Williams to have this aimed all season, and you know what I mean. So he's a really talented horse, and off that mark and 40-1 Dean with Grade 1 form there in his backlog, I just think he's a big old price of 40-1. Really do.
Love it. 40-1. Christian Williams, Jack Tudor, and Deep Cave. Why not take a flyer there? Jericho is 8-1. What price would you go in again at?
Let's say your lad Impose Trois, he comes out tomorrow.
8-1's a standout, right? So 5-1 general, 6.
5-1 general, 6-1. So let's say he was 7-1 on the day. Impose Trois has come out and just dotted up, right? It looks like it didn't bother him at all.
I don't care what the price is, I'm getting involved.
Then I'd probably get stuck into Jericho. But just this kind of running theory of mine is that it's very, very soon, just between Cheltenham and Aintree this year.
Okay. There were a few flyers in here, and I'm not sure I'm totally nailed to it. I have a problem with my romantic punting habits, Demo, and that I've backed plenty of these already this season. I do think they're going to win races. So, whether it will be this one, and
did I put up Chartreuse and Adamantly Chosen for the top of?
Here we are.
I hear you. Go on, yes. Sir.
Fair. Okay, look, double powerful. Got a lot of time for that horse. That's going to run for Neil Mulholland and Conor O'Farrell. I thought it was a really good return after a mini break. That's at 20-1. Bo Zenith could be the Doddy the Great of this field. James Bowen will ride that. Pieces on first time for Nicky Henderson, 16-1. Now Susan, they backed it like it was going to run a very big race at Cheltenham. Last time did not. Pieces have gone on. I wonder if the same confidence is there. Dan Scout and Tristan Durrell at 14-1. My bets will be around those, and I may back them more.
Fair enough.
Tricky.
Fair enough, Dino. Best of luck.
Tricky. Yeah, and like you say, Jericho has to be on the list. Okay, there was one horse, the second race at Aintree on Saturday is the Mersey Novices, right? And a lot of people say Nicky Henderson put everyone away by not running Le Lamba earlier at the meeting, of course. But, tell you, I've never been taken by... I'd seen Le Lamba before, but seeing it at Cheltenham, I know it got beat by Poneros, obviously. That's a horse I'm in love with now.
Oh, you're in love with Le Lamba. Sorry.
I think it's very...
Let's go negative there. Okay.
I think Le Lamba's very, very special. Any price above even money is a stonking bet for this.
You heard James Owen's theory on it, that two of them went at it, and that they both ended up with a furlong extra because of how bad the starts were. And that basically, had there been a furlong left, it was Lulamba and his horse, East India Doc, they were the two, but they both just ran each other into the floor. And then Ponderas just took them because John Joe Jr. was just thrilled to be there. He was just riding away behind them and just took them both, like, you know what I mean?
Nice.
I think he's very, very good. I also love when when Nicky gets bullish like this and throws one into company like this, it tends to be only his really good ones. I'm not 100% convinced in him, but I'm not too keen on taking him on yet either. I like Cocktail Divine, or Diving in second, sorry. Yeah. Very good horse, but the form at Christmas with Kate Doughty and stuff, that's just not strong form anymore. It looked strong, it's not really now. Cracking Third has been poor since again. The one I'll probably end up backing on the day, though, will be this Kappa Jai Pike of Willie Mullins's. It's we have now watched 5 races at Cheltenham, and 4 of them have been won by Willie. And Animix, an Aintree. Animix turned in. I went, no way, that can't happen. They're all going really well. And look, Willie Mullins's novice hurdlers. I don't think they have any idea really yet with them, because there's so many of them, one race basically, or 1 run / 2 runs. So the fact that Paul Townend's on him, I'll probably have a few quid there, but I would say the Lambert takes a bit of stopping. All right.
I tell you, odds against. A gift. An absolute gift. This horse is going to go be a superstar, I think. Just fell in love with it at Cheltenham in defeat. So there's a bit of value out there. I think anything above even money is a very fair price. Okay, we move on to the 230. We've got Handicap Chase here, of course. 3 mile, 1 furlongs. Mayertown, who was just the ultimate professional, so well handicapped. Everything went to plan. Patrick Wadgett will be on board for Lucinda Russell. 100 to 30 favourites. 8 to 1 bar, that horse. Can you take it on?
I don't know. He was effortless, and like, it was just the fact that the Changing Man, who we know is a very good horse, ran an absolute screamer, but just he wasn't getting near him or to him or nothing. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, it just wasn't happening. The horse that I'm going to take a small punt on is my old friend Shaken Wapari here. At Cheltenham, to me, he drifted like he definitely wasn't going to win, and he ran through. He was full of it. He got there, he cut out about 3 out. Ben Pauling has said since that they were pretty much using that as a warm-up too here, that he just wasn't ready, but that he loves Cheltenham so much, sure, why not? He'll come here quite fit now, and he's very, very good. He'll be an each-way poke, but I don't know. I want to take them all on all week, but Mayertown won that Ultima like it was easy, so he should take a lot of stopping again, I'd say, Dino. Yeah,
look, they whacked it, right? So for Marco 142, having one off 127, so it's going to
they knew if something's session there,
a little bit difficult. I think if you're going to take it on, you take it on with a big price. Ferreira Bamboo, I thought ran well in that race to a certain point, and that is the outside of the whole field at 33 to 1 for Charlie Deutsch and Venetia Williams. So, and sometimes racing just comes easy when you've got horses that you follow all around the country. And we've all been caught in there for Nigel Twiston-Davies and Sam Twiston-Davies. So I'll definitely be taking 2 against the field. It'll be those 2. But if Mayertown wins, I'll just have to say, yeah, that was straightforward. Okay, we move on then to the 3 mile Liverpool Hurdle. Of course, it's the kind of stayers equivalent to you, Pooh. It didn't happen because old Bob came and nabbed him at Cheltenham, but Sam Ewing's on board for Gordon Elliott, 11 to 4, up against Kitzbühel, home by the Lee, who just, if you take it out of Ireland, isn't the same horse. Strong Leader, the Woolpark, Gwynny May Boy. None of these are going to be TUP. Do we need to waste any time? It's 11 to 4.
Well, Strong Leader won this race last year. He's fresh. I'd say he'll run very, very well here. I'm not as big a believer as you know in Teopu. I think he's won weak Stayers Hurdles. Sears Hurdle, sorry, who was beaten again this year by Bob Ollinger. He couldn't get past Bob Ollinger.
Great horse. Legend.
He's a very good horse, but still a lot of horses have beaten Bob over 3 miles because they can just, the ground's good. I think you have to take him on. The rest of the horses, bar Kitzbühel. Kitzbühel's interesting, but we've no idea. But look, this could be on the day. Kitzbühel goes off 7 to 4, and Paul Townend's arse is up in the air, turning in, and you're cooked as he takes them on the outside. This has that feeling, but I just don't know what Kitzbühel has done yet. So last year's winner, who's been working back from this race, he'll take a lot of stopping. I think Strong Leader.
All right, I'm going to convince you very quickly, right? Okay. Strong Leader's form, beaten by Gal Road, beaten by Crambo, beaten by Monreal. Oh, sorry, beat Monreal, but not bad one. in fairness, at Newbury. Won this, beating Buddy won last year, and third to Noble Yates at Cheltenham in the January 2024. Tiupu, right? Bob Ollinger beat it at Cheltenham, but second to Lossy Mouth, beat Asterion Falange on the bridle, beat Florent Porter, beat Impere Pass. Tiupu be the one. The Kitzbühel is the scary one. I agree. But yeah,
and that Break My Soul behind Kitzbühel last time actually ran very well there in fourth to horse that back. So I'm between Kitzbühel and Strong Leader, but I'm definitely taking on Tiupu, 100%.
Right, well, you can come second or third. We'll move on.
Thanks, Dick.
Yeah, Tiupu, I hope they keep ploughing on the water. That'll help. And okay, we get to the Grand National. Of course, there's a full video. We've every runner analysed on that. So go watch it. I'll link it up here in the video so that you can just jump straight to it if you've had enough of us waffling about Saturday and all you care about is the Grand National. So that's no problem. The one that you suggested was going to win was?
Yeah, so I quite fancy Iroko and Percival Le Galois. But Iroko is my main one. You were?
Intense Raffles, although they're going to need to keep chucking the hose pipe
water down,
leave it on, I think. Just forget about it. Just leave it there. And the other one is 3-Card Bragg, who I think is nicely handicapped. Now, I would love them in one of the older nationals, but this is what we've got. So I'm going 3-Card Bragg at a big price, 22s, 25s, and Intense Raffles following that Irish national win from the front. If there's enough water on, go well. We've got the first four there, I'd say.
I'd say so, please God, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the first four. Okay, then we're on to the Maghull Novices. Loda Sud, of course, they were all touched off in an Arkle, only got beat a length and a half. Only by Night, who was also touched off in the same Arkle. Kelly de Burley, only 5, of course, for Paul Nicholls. Special Cadeau, Touch Me Not, and Brookie. Look, it's tight at the top. Loda Sud's going to go off, 6-4?
Yeah, they did a hard race, so I thought Django Boy looked like a horse who was tired now today. Actually ran well, but still, he just didn't look like it. Only by Night got there. I'd be backing Only by Night to beat Loda Sud, but I just think Bowles had a very hard race. Caliph de Burley has always been really highly thought of. That run last time can be forgiven on bottomless ground, but again, it's very decent form. Handstands, Django Boy, etc., etc., etc. So 9-2, I'd be taking a flyer here on Paul Nicholls cutely picking up the other two there. Yeah,
I'd be with you. I'm not in any way confident, but I think that's the way the market set it up for a punt. You got 6-4, 15-8, the top two, and then you're talking 4s and bigger around Caliph de Burley, who could easily step up to that level, having skipped the Cheltenham Festival. So that makes sense. Okay, final race on the day, of course, is another bumper. If you've viewing this, I'd be surprised.
I have absolutely no view at all. No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, Willie Mullins does turn up with one in the shape of Green Splendor. Paddy Mullins will ride that. And the market doesn't know either. 11-2 the field, a chop full, max 20. Get the notebooks out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon, having hopefully backed the winner of the Grand National. Get the dogs out, do all that stuff, and settle in for what's to remain of your weekend. Fascinating chatting to you over the few days at Aintree. Hopefully we've had a good week. Of course, when we're recording this, we don't know.
100%.
And nor do you. But look, bet responsibly. Thanks for watching us on the panel. You've been watching us on Gambling.com, and we'll see you again soon.